November is a big month for international gatherings. We will have G20, APEC taking place. What's your expectation from these events?
I think it's been moderated in the last few years, and it's likely to remain moderate on the back of this degree of revisionism that's been put forth by countries or economies that used to be really tiny decades ago, and they've kind of grown to be somewhat large, and they deserve some sort of recognition, but they also deserve to be listened to for purposes of amending or revising the pre-existing order, which would have been somewhat biased towards the West. Having said that, it's still a high necessity for all members to participate, be it the G20 or APEC or any other multilateral gatherings for purposes of trying to better understand each other culturally as to why they say what they say. And this is what I think has been somewhat special about ASEAN or Southeast Asia. We meet without a certain well-defined objective, other than the fact that we meet for the purpose of meeting. That, I think, dovetails into much better cultural understanding of each other so that we can take the long view.
You said that you're a big believer in globalization, but the globalization we knew and we benefited from are in a new phase, some
Correct.
People would say. So going forward, how can we continue to engage while some of those main players no longer wish to play the same rules?
Well, I think on the back of this intensifying tension between China and the US, I still don't foresee the two forces shaping up to be, the kind of bipolarity that we might have seen in the old days, manifested in the Soviet Union and the US, because of the rise of many other, developing economies, call it the BRICS and beyond, the Nigerias of the world, the Turkeys of the world, the Mexicos of the world, the Indonesias and ASEANs of the world. So I think going forward, the onus is upon ASEAN to really get its act together. That is to up the ante on education, on infrastructure, on governance, finding a better intersection between power and talent. And the last bit is really getting more competitive. And that's really moving the needle up on marginal productivity. To the extent we can work on these, I think there's hope and prospect for us to actually create much more robust monetary space and more robust fiscal space. And that's going to be equity for re-multilateralizing conversations going forward.